Hello, people, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Deep Roy Chaudhary, and I'm just a normal guy who talks about stuff that seems interesting and important to me. And today, I'm going to talk about the fact that the the kinds of technologies that we have today, for in the form of smartphones, in the form of social media apps, in the form of e-commerce platforms, um, they have radically changed changed the the human experience, the experience of being living as a human being in the year 2020, um, is has radically changed. And it's and no, I'm just going to talk about it. I mean, just think for a second that 500 years ago there were, you know, the the primary mode of transportation was camels, horses, bullock carts, all these kinds of things. These were the primary modes of transportation, and within the last 100 years, uh, uh, motorized vehicles started running on the streets, and and now we have electric vehicles that are making a comeback. I mean, the first automotive vehicles, I think, were electric vehicles, but then the the combustion engine came. I think, again, I'm not an expert on these topics, but I think later on it was basically gasoline and diesel driven vehicles that came at the forefront of the automotive revolution. But of course, electric vehicles like Tesla are now making electric vehicles are making a comeback in the form of Tesla, in the form of all other electric vehicles that are out there. But the point that I'm trying to make is this: just how radically human beings, the experience of being a human has changed even in the last 20 years. Just think of the last 20 years, 2000 to 2020, 2020. Um, or maybe, you know what, let's take it further, 1995 to 2020, 25 years. So uh, it's basically, it has changed radically. What the internet was there in some form or the other in 1995, but it of course, now we have 5G internet, and I have heard talks of 6G internet out there. 6G internet, there have been conferences, I think, where people are talking about institutionalizing new regulations, new standards for the upcoming 6G internet. And we are talking about 6G internet. I mean, 5G internet has not even rolled out in various countries around the world. I am pretty sure that there are countries around the world that don't even have access to 4G internet in the first place. But you get the point that I'm trying to make. So but as these technologies are become more and more accessible to more and more, to billions of people around the world, you know even the developing countries, the impoverished countries that have not had the access to these facilities, to these benefits that modern society brings. Once they come into the come under the once they can have the access to the internet, the world is going to radically change in many ways. The world has already radically changed in many ways. 20 years ago, you didn't have Amazon, or maybe there was Amazon, but not in the sheer scale and size of what it is today. You didn't have Facebook. 10 years ago, Facebook was there, but the Facebook of 2010 was radically different from the Facebook of 2020. And Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, um, iMessage if you are on iOS. So whatever it is, these technologies have radically changed the human experience. I mean, just 100 years ago, post you know the post office was the primary mode of communication, or the primary node of communication. The most people relied on the post office as the oh, as the thing that connected a small village or a small town to the outside world. So the post office was the primary node of communication, or the primary means of communication. and letters were the primary means of communication. But now you don't. I mean, hardly anyone. The post office is there. Of course, it has not lost its significance, but the post office is now more inclined to deliver. It's more in the courier business, and the post offices. This logic applies to the post offices of all governments around the world. So it just shows that the world is a very is a very different place now because of the onset of these technologies. You have email, you can video call with anyone at a moment's notice, and that person with whom you might be video calling, that person might be sitting in one other corner of the world. And if you show these kinds of technologies to someone from 400 years ago, someone in the 17th century, they would basically start screaming that the devil has cast some kind of spell on them. So it is quite evident that that we are living in a very, very new and very, very exciting world. I mean, now, just look at what we are seeing in the form of virtual reality. I mean, virtual reality is becoming increasingly indistinguishable from true reality. From what I mean, have you seen the graphics of these new video games? There are times I literally I thought I was watching a person just walking and taking his camera and just there was a video where basically I thought a guy was walking through a rice farm in maybe Southeast Asia or some part of the world. I thought it was an actual footage, but then I actually had to observe it for quite a long time, and then I realized, oh, wait a second, this is not real. This is actually a rendered video. This is a animated video, and this looks so close to reality. It just shows the kind of world we are living in. In 1990s, the kind of video games that you had, where they didn't have the best of graphics. You know that. Anyone who plays video games knows that. But now the kind of video game graphics that you have, my God, I mean, it's just phenomenal. More on this in the next video. Until then, please consider liking this video. Please consider sharing this video with your friends and acquaintances. And please consider subscribing to my channel. That will help me a lot. Until the next video, stay safe, goodbye, and God bless you.